Nice one.
Euro 2020 this summer on ITV and ITV Hub.
And good afternoon, or good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As probably you might know, you might understandably mistake me for Jack Wright, but my name is Henri Dulani, named after the famous European Football Tournament trophy. But I am here to introduce tonight's, or of course may I say this afternoon's performance, as this one was also delayed just yesterday as of a load of course, as you can see, loads of props are going to be needed for today's performance. But I would like to remind you that I would like you to stay where you are. Of course, this is the performing area and all children do need to be seated at all times, if there are any children watching here. And also, I would like to say, please don't smoke during tonight's performance. Also, turn off your mobile phones. But if you are filming, don't be afraid to film. Let everyone know that if someone very well you know would like to see upcoming performances from Jack Wright himself, he would be very, very grateful for that. But before we get on with the main performance tonight, I am obviously introducing this. But as you know, of course, coming up to a very exciting week next week, as of course one of the greatest tournaments in European football, that is the UEFA European Football Championships, will be kicking off at the start of next Friday. And in celebration of that, not just myself, but also Jack, who you're going to see very, very shortly, will be singing a few songs to get you in the football mood. But as well as that, he'll also be paying a little bit of a tribute to some people even before, not just performing, but also other countries that are participating in the tournament this year. But to start off, I'd like to introduce you to a few other friends of mine all across Europe, as I welcome you, as I take you on a tour of Europe, as we have our first song to kick off this very special Jack Wright's Coronavirus, the sing-along, the lockdown sing-along 2020-2021 with the England Football and / UEFA Euro 2020 special performance. Calcio! Oh, ho, ho. Guten Tag! Auf Wiedersehen! Fußball! Euro! Weltmeister!
Ooh.
Befrieden! We are the Vikings! Oh, no, 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 no. You're not in this tournament this year, even though they beat England in the last tournament. Ooh! Aus dem Kuba, die gebracht! Overgoop Dubla! Freedom! Dobre wiecie, Lucia! Dobre wiecie, Slovakia! Hola! Sud de Portugal, somos amante o cambios do campeonato da Europa Football. The Portuguese, the current champions of UEFA EURO 2016.
Woo!
But I'm also here. You probably know me as Jack Wright, and there's only one country that I'm going to support in this tournament, and that is this. Na na na, na na na, na na na, na 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 na. We're England, we're gonna score one more than you. Oh, I forgot the cheddar. Jeez. Na na na, na na na, na na na, na na na, na na. Vindaloo, na na. Vindaloo, 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 na na. Vindaloo, Vindaloo. Are we all like Vindaloo? We're England, we're gonna score one more than you. England! One more time! Back home, they'll be thinking of all us when we are far away. Back home, they'll be waiting at us in every game we play. They'll see every score we are scoring, and we're even roaring. They won't, we've got to give for the folks back home. Back home, they'll be pitching up, waiting and cheering every room. Back home, they'll be the best, we've got to prove, so don't. We've got to give for the folks back home. England! 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 They'll see, they'll be watching and waiting. We'll be blinded with a whistle blows for the folks back home. Good afternoon, everybody! It was me all along, did you not know that?
Get
Good
away.
afternoon, everybody. My name is Jack Wright, and welcome to this very special, of course, coronavirus lockdown sing-along 2020 England football and UEFA Euro 2020 performance. In a week's time, one of my, as you know, did not know, I'm a massive football fan, and if some of you were here last year, I actually did sing 2 songs, even believe it or not, just over last year. One of my favourite England songs, along with one that I will be singing later on in this performance, celebrated its 30th anniversary, being the official song for Italia 90, the World Cup in Italy, and that was World in Motion by New Order. But also, there is one particular song, unbelievably, this year is now 25 years old, when it came out last month, over 25 years ago in May, of course, from last month as well. But more on that, of course, later on. But to get you all in the football mood, of course, as you know, we, of course, love our football over here in England, and also the whole of the United Kingdom, for that matter. and we also created the game as well, believe it or not, as well. But as you know, over 25 years ago was when England actually hosted the European Football Championship, and they played on home soil, and they managed to get all the way to the semi-finals, but losing to our big, of course, World Cup rivals and European rivals as well. And literally, some fans did not appreciate, of course. I'm trying to remember the flag. Where is it? Here we go. And of course, if you remember who, of course, we played all those years ago, they were, of course, no offence to any German people watching, but of course, we faced the Germans, our biggest rivals in football. I know. But recently, they haven't been as good, believe it or not. I know they did draw to Denmark in a friendly just a few days ago. And also today, we're also playing our last match before the Euros kick off next week. We're playing Romania in just an hour's time, and of course I am hoping to try and get this done as quickly as possible so I can watch the game. And of course, if you did not know, this England shirt I'm wearing, I got this especially from Amazon, and this is all dedicated, if you notice the name on the back, of course it's Southgate, Gareth Southgate. He was responsible over 25 years ago for, sadly, England going out of their home tournament. Not to blame him or anything, but unbelievably now, from a few years ago, he just became a manager, and what he did at the last World Cup in Russia back in 2018, he took one of the most inexperienced and youngest sides in World Cup football history all the way to the semi-finals, equaling our best record like we did back in 1990 when we finished 4th overall, and we just missed out on the final. We actually lost to Germany back in 1990 on a dreaded penalty shootout, the same for Euro 96, but unbelievably, by some miracle I have to say, Gareth is the only manager to have finally broken the football penalty shootout curse for us, as we've been haunted by that over many major tournaments. And unbelievably, he managed to finally break that against Colombia in the knockout round. And I still remember that match to this very day. And it was all decided by a brilliant save by Jordan Pickford, and also, and of course, a great final goal from Eric Dyer. But also, unbelievably, one of the Colombian players actually hit the crossbar when they took their penalty, crazy enough. But anyway, oh, there we go, the music just cuts out. That was just the crowd, if you were wondering, by the way, to set the scene, of course, for this sing-along. But I'm here, of course, hopefully for just under an hour, going to sing some famous England football songs, or even some songs that have had a little bit of an impact in the world of football. They have become chants, they've become official songs to represent any clubs, of course here in England, like One Step Beyond, which I will actually be singing that from Madness later on in relation to my favourite club football team of Chelsea. But there's loads more, honestly. But we're going to kick off with one I think that you wouldn't expect it to be a football song, but it's one that you can all join in, like I just got you all to chant for the first song there with Back Home. That was actually all the way back in 1970, would you believe? I wasn't even born around that time. That was sung by the team that were responsible for 4 years before that, winning, of course, the only major tournament that England have won, and that's being the 1966 World Cup. And of course also our home country England, but also against West Germany, and we haven't won against the Germans for a while, but I hope, fingers crossed, since most of our games are going to be played on home soil, mostly at Wembley, it's going to be very, very exciting nevertheless. But anyway, we're going to kick off the first song of me England football and Euro 2020 special with a very unique football version of a very famous song. You might remember the Music Man from very famous comedy or novelty singing act, a British singing act, or Black Lace. And it's instead of called I Am the Music Man, it's called We Are the England Fans. And there's a load of little references to loads of popular chants, or even songs that are all related to cheering on the national team of England. So to kick off, don't be afraid to join in, because there's a few actions as well. Of course, enjoying our first song to kick off our England football and UEFA Euro 2020 special performance, sung by Black Lace and DJ Neil Phillips, with, of course, the England fans. We are the England fans. Enjoy, everyone. What? Yeah, this is a very... England, 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 England. Play! Home and away! England! England! You might recognise this tune. Da 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 da. England! 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 You might recognise this tune next. Are you got your imaginary football scarves ready? Match of the day! Na 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 na. Great escape! Da 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 da. Liquidizer! England! Time to join the Royal Air Force now. The Dambusters. Da 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 da. Match of the day. Great escape! Da 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 da. Liquidator! England! And start finish off with here we go! Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go. England! It's not as good as the air horns that they played there, but there we go, everybody. That is the first song to get you in the mood. There was a few familiar chants in there, but I think we'll go to one I think that's a little bit more popular. So, and I'd like to dedicate this next song to two of my favourite people in the world, from the world of British entertainment. And they have been absolutely incredible over the last few months, entertaining us with adapting some of their most favourite shows from a few months ago, like Britain's Got Talent from last year and their Saturday Night Takeaway. But you want to believe that this pairing, this double act that I'm about to play the next song, They actually made a song for the World Cup back in 2002, which will be 20 years old next year. And for some of you who may not know what it's called We're on the Ball, based on another old England football chant back in the 60s. And but if you don't know who, of course, those people are that did sing this song, they, of course, are my favourite television and entertainment double act, Ant and Dec. And here's their song of We're on the Ball. And this actually featured them dressing up as some very familiar faces from the world of England football. They actually dressed up, believe it or not, as one of the former England managers of Sven-Goran Eriksson and Tord Grip. I don't know if it doesn't help that actually there's a bit of glare there, but I think you might be able to see it for most of you. So let's see if we can. Have you got like something I can like try and put the sun out?
I think we'll struggle to see that, son.
Well, anyway, the song is going to be played over anyway, so.
Yeah.
But as I said, it would have been nice to actually see them. I can't believe you had to do this, son. I normally like you, but I can't believe you had to do this for me, honestly. Ruining it, honestly. Anyway, here it is. Here's the song We're on the Ball from Ant and Dec here.
Will the volume go up a bit, Jack?
All the way up, they play loud on iTunes. Here we go, take it away, boys! We're on the ball, 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 we're on the ball. Yes, we can! Roar! We're on the ball! 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 On commentators! John Monson! It's Neville to Campbell, Campbell to Rio, Rio to Scholesy, Scholes and Gerrard, Gerrard to Beckham, Beckham to Heskey, Heskey to Owen to go 5-1. It's Neville to Campbell, Campbell to Rio, Rio to Scholesy, Scholes and Gerrard, Gerrard to Beckham, Beckham to Heskey, Heskey to Owen to go 5-1. We're on the ball. We're on the ball. What are we? If you know what's more. I haven't even got one, Ant. Thank you very much, everyone. And just to remind you, if you were wondering why I went 5-1, because unbelievably, 20 years ago, in a few months' time from then, we actually played Germany in a vital World Cup qualifier, and that was the biggest result we've ever had against the Germans. We scored 5 goals against Germany, and they only scored one. And we actually played at their stadium in Munich. But unbelievably, the Germans have beaten us at Wembley, or whatever our national stadium would be, in many major tournaments. But hopefully, 2021, if we do face them, we are waiting to go get revenge on them, honestly. They're a great team and all. They've actually won the European Football Championship 3 times alongside Spain, would you believe? And what would it be to, I mean, you know, it's one of the most iconic rivalries in sports. It's much more exciting than when we even play Brazil or Argentina or any other country, whether it be in South America or any other countries in Europe. But anyway, that of course was once again We're on the Ball from Ant and Deck, the official song for the England team back in the 2002 FIFA World Cup in South Korea and Japan. But now I think most of you might not know that, so I think it's time for us to go a little bit old school now, because like I said, I think I should play the song that I'm sure some of you might know already, and as I said, this is one of my favourite songs, alongside one that, as I said already, which I might have gave away but for being the emblem of our national football team, but more on that later on. So, but anyway, like I said, let's go on to our next song of the sing-along, and I'm sure you'll know this one, and it actually featured an iconic rap from a great former Arsenal and England player, John Barnes. It only has to be said, and it's 3 famous words. It's World in Motion. Let's kick off. Express yourself, create the space, you know you can win, don't give up the chase, beat the man, take him on, you never give up, it's one-on-one, it's one-on-one, it's one-on-one. You can't be wrong when something's good, it's never gone. Love's got the world in motion, and I know what we can do. Love's got the world in motion, and I can't believe it's true. Like last year, this is also an anthem for everyone still fighting with the NHS against this virus. If there's only one thing I can say about the virus with this, give it a red card. Now is the time, not everyone see, you never give up, that's how it should be. Don't get caught, make your own play, express yourself, don't give it away. It's one-on-one, it's one-on-one. You can't be wrong when something's good, it's never gone. Love's got the world in motion, and I know what we can do. Love's got the world in motion, and I can't believe it's true. Love's got the world in motion, and I know what we can do. Love's got the world in motion, and I can't believe it's true. What do we want today from Romania against them? I'll let John sing it this time. You'll remember the rap. Here we go. we're playing the song. We're singing for England. England! Arrivederci, it's one-on-one. We're playing for England. We're playing the song. We're singing for England. England! They think it's all over. It is now. Woo! One-on-one, we're playing for England. England! Thank you very much, everybody. Oh man, that was a lot of fun. That was incredible. As I just get up the next song. Hang on a minute. Oh, goodness me. If I could catch my breath. That was a lot to sing when you're moving around. But anyway, well, let's get on with our next song. And I think if... I need help!
Magic spray. Sorry, can't resist it.
What did you do that for? Oh! Hey! No need for that! You get red cards! There's no need for foul play! Oh! Goodness me! Oh! I honestly, I thought I could trust my physio there. Honestly, I was in a bit of injury there, honestly. Oh! Can you get me a towel? She literally just lobbed that at me, honestly. But I asked her to do that. No, that's fine. Thank you so much. You've been waiting all day to do that. Oh. Oh, realistically, I bet you just don't want to tell me. You don't want to admit it. Oh, goodness me. Anyway, well, I feel better after that. I've actually cooled down a little bit because it's quite warm. But anyway, you know what? Since, of course, you've just done that, I even just was about to play the music that you could run onto. Anyone remember this theme tune? It's being cancelled next year. Holby City for being injured. Well, too late now. Well, as I said, I didn't have the chance, so... That's quite a throwback with that theme tune. It was either that or Casualty, if you remember both the hospital programmes. But anyway, I actually feel a bit more better after that, bizarrely. So, well, anyway, it's time for our another song, which I'm sure some of you might know because, like I said, I mentioned it earlier on. But now it's time to have a little bit more fun with a song that I'm sure some of you, if you were here for one of my previous sing-alongs, there's one of my favourite songs, which I never thought would also be the official song for Chelsea, the football team that also won the UEFA Champions League final just a few weeks ago. And unbelievably, one of the songs that is quite popular with them is from the band of Madness. And I think I only need to just play the song so you know what it is. So hope you enjoy. So I can get my flat cap back on as I want to try and become Suggs again.
Hey you! Don't watch that! Watch this! This is the heavy, heavy monster sound! The nuttiest sound around! So if you're coming off the street and you're beginning to feel the heat, well, listen, Buster, you better start to move your feet to the rockinest, rock-steady beat of madness. One step beyond.
I haven't got my saxophone this time, I'll just have to mime it. One step beyond! One step beyond! Thank you very much. And it goes straight into another song because obviously I've got the album on here. But I've already done Madness, so you're not going to be hearing that. And that's not even a football song, Baggy Trousers, so unfortunately I have to pass on that. So, next up, well, of course, I know we've been singing a load of songs all dedicated to the England football team, but we're not just the only home nation, I wouldn't say performing, but also playing in this tournament. Unbelievably, for the first time, and I think about, I think 29 years ago now, the Scottish national football team unbelievably qualified against Serbia on a very tense penalty shootout. And unbelievably, they're going to be playing against us in our group, would you believe? As you can see, if you look carefully on some of the bunting that we've got on our house here, that unbelievably, you wouldn't expect the saltire of flag of Scotland to be there, but unbelievably, they've actually played really, really well leading up to the tournament, and I can't wait to see how our good friends, of course, up north, the Scottish, of course, I can't wait to see them play against us at the tournament. Of course, once again, the match will be played at Wembley. And also a massive shout out to everyone who, of course, I know that was also big supporters of the Scotland team. Graham Brown, I'm watching you, my friend, if you do remember that. I know, of course, I'm looking forward to that game, of course, against Scotland with you. But, yeah, anyway, as I said, of course, I'm a big fan, of course, of the country itself and of the place of Scotland in particular. And to be more specific, of course, I don't think I could pay my respects, because we're all in this together, basically, this tournament. There shouldn't be any violence in football, which has been a reoccurring thing in the past, of course, with the expected bit of the unexpected rise in player hate and also racist comments as well. I've actually forgot to take the knee, actually, at the start of this. I was actually going to do that because that's something that they would do now in football. And even though it's been met with a little bit of a mixture of good and also a bit of hate for it, there's a reason why, because it's unfortunate that the sport itself of football has become a reoccurring thing with that kind of incident and situation regarding players that play for not just for club but also for their country as well. So, but anyway, all that aside, it's time for me to stop singing songs about England, but also pay my respects to the Scottish. And I think you might know this song that I'm going to sing and I would love you to sing along as well. And it's nothing better than that famous good old song from the band of the Proclaimers. Here is the famous song, I Want to Be Proud with 500 Miles. Join in and sing along. When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be the man wakes up next to you. Get out, when I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. Get drunk, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. Around, I know I'm gonna be the man who's gonna on to you. Well, I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walks 1,000 miles before right at your door. No, I'm gonna be the man along with you. Honey, and I know I'll pass a penny on to you. When I come home, when I know I'm gonna be the man who comes home with you. And I grow old, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who's growing old with you. Well, I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walks 1,000 miles before. Ready? Da 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 da. Go on. Da 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 da. Lonely. Well, I know I'm gonna be the man who's lonely out with you. When I'm dreaming. Well, I know I'm gonna dream about the time when I'm with you. When I go out, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. When I come home, when I know I'm gonna be the man who comes home to you. I'm gonna be the man who's coming home to you. Everyone! Well, I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walks 1,000 miles before right at your door. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. One more time. Da da. Final verse. Here we go. Well, I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. Freedom! That's the only time you're going to be seeing me dressed as a Scotsman. I haven't got one, sadly. I would have got one especially, but I sadly didn't get one in time. I think I might have my own tartan though, believe it or not, but I haven't found out yet. But I think I've got a bit of Scottish traits, unbelievably, in my family tree, believe it or not, because my surname also originates from Scotland as well as England, so there might be some connections there, but I'll have to look in my spare time anyway. But as well as, like I said, we've sang a bit there to represent Scotland, but there's also another home nation, and they actually done pretty well at the last tournament back in 2016, and they are the Red Dragons, and further east of us, and they are Wales. And unbelievably, they went all the way to the semi-finals, but they unbelievably got beaten by the overall champions of Portugal, which are currently the champions at the moment in this tournament, and they unbelievably, we had a great game against them. We won against them, and the last-minute goal from Daniel Sturridge, but we managed to qualify. And then the following game, as you might remember, for some of you, which still haunts me to this very day, we lost to, of course, one I think the smallest countries that has ever beaten a major country like us, and they were Iceland, of all countries. I couldn't absolutely stand them the night when I found out. I almost gave up hope of being an England fan because it was so humiliating to see them actually beat us. Because I honestly thought we were going to destroy them, but they were quite the surprise. And that's what's so great about the European Football Championship, is that no matter how small the countries are, they can still play a big part on the international stage when it comes to football. And especially when it comes to Wales, that was their best result they've had, and they almost they narrowly missed out on the final, but they unbelievably, I think, finished 4th overall in the 3rd place playoff. But I'm going to be singing a very famous Welsh song to represent the Welsh team, and I think you might know this song. And there's obviously a very, very famous singer that comes from Wales, and that man himself is the great, legendary Sir Tom Jones, who's sung obviously a load of famous songs that be It's Not Unusual, and also well, as I said, that's the only one I seem to know. But there is one song, as you know, being a love song, that I think all of you might know, and I would love you to sing along with me if I can actually know how to. Do you actually know how to spell the name, Mum, honestly, so I can get the lyrics out? Yeah, D-L-I-H, is it? Oh, hang on. Now, I'm just getting the lyrics now up to the next song, so I do apologise for the wait here. Hang on. Oh no, here it is. I was trying to get the lyrics up. Here we go. Hopefully it'll be loud enough. I'm sure some of you might know this. I apologise that, unbelievably, I know it might sound a bit quiet because I wanted to try my new laptop because the sound is pretty decent on here. But unfortunately, as I said, I've had problems with my other speaker, so this is why I'm actually using it here instead. So, but I'll just get the song up here. But I'm sure some of you will know the song as soon as I play it. So here we go. So this goes out to our good friends in the west side of the United Kingdom. That is Wales. And Lloyd Pop, if you're watching, I hope you enjoyed this one. And of course, best of luck to your country when they play in the upcoming tournament next week. The light outside the window, saw the flickering shadows of love on our blind. She was my woman. She deceived me, I watched her and went out of my mind. My Delilah. Why, Delilah? I could see that girl is no good for me, but I was lost just like a slave that no man could free. Break of day when the man drove away, I was waiting. I crossed the street to her house and she opened the door. She stood there laughing. I felt the knife in my hand as she loved no more. Everyone! My Delilah. Why, Delilah? just couldn't take anymore. This is the first time I've sang the song, so I do apologise for killing it. I still love him, by the way. He stood there, laughing. I felt the knife in my hand, laughed no more. My Delilah. Why, Delilah? So, before they come to break down the door, forgive me, Delilah, I just couldn't take it anymore. Forgive me, Delilah, I just couldn't take anymore. That's a lot more higher than I first thought, actually. But my voice was warmed up anyway. But there you go, that was Delilah from the great Sir Tom Jones. And that, I think, actually is a song very close to every Welshman's heart. But I think actually it has been adapted as a football chant for, I think, some of the players that even play for Wales. But no, it was, as I said, my dad actually suggested I should sing that song. But I had loads of other songs planned from loads of other Welsh bands, but that was the most popular one I could think of. So, but anyway, oh goodness me, well, I think we just ran over a little bit late. So I think we might just have time for one more song. But I've actually now saved the best till last. As you know, like I said already, 25 years ago, last month, was of course the release of one of my favourite football songs in the world. And as I said, it was the first, of course, in 1996, was of course officially the year when it was the summer that football came home. It was the home tournament for the country of England and the creators of the beautiful game itself of, as I said, of football. And there's only one song that, of course, for any of you who do not know, that, as I said, it is one of my favourite songs that I love singing every time. I've even actually, now just over the last few days, I even have that as my alarm now, actually, believe it or not, because I'm such a passionate and patriotic fan to the England team. And I've got every hope that we will do well, a lot better this year than 5 years ago, because we've got a real good team and it's a lot more even. And of course, for now, Gareth Southgate, not just playing that he was playing for England over 25 years ago, he's now being our manager, and he's actually a pretty decent manager. Some people would disagree with him on like how he manages the team, but that's a very, very few number, to be fair. But anyway, like I said, we're going to finish off with one more song before I have to go. But also there's another little surprise at the end as well, believe it or not. But since I absolutely love this song, I actually unbelievably have made a own version of this song. I'm going to sing the original, but I'm now going to do a mashup of the 1996 version, the original one, then 1998, and also the 2010 version. I know it might seem a lot long, but if you listen to all the lyrics, they all reference all the great times of what the England team have done and achieved over the years. Even though they may not be as they've done well in previous major football tournaments, but they have had their moments, honestly. They're not all that bad. Well, there are a lot more worse teams in the world than us. I think, to name one, I think in particular is San Marino. They're, I think, the most unluckiest team in the whole world of England, well, I wouldn't say England football, but the whole world of football, believe it or not, so, which is absolutely crazy to think of it. So, anyway, let's get up the final song, and well, as I said, it's I'm very, very excited for, of course, next week for it returning. So actually, I have also got a big thing to actually mention at the end of this, of course, of this performance. And Yeah, so, unfortunately, I couldn't do that. I mean, I already I actually sanitized the flags, and I've already, you know, we've all had our own jabs and everything, but, I mean, unfortunately, my mum and dad have to have the final say of, like, what should be done and what not should be done, of course, when it comes to any thing that I perform in. So, but anyway, like I said, I'm sure most of you will know this. To finish off the last song of my sing-along, it's time for a mashup of the de facto anthem for England football. And if any of you don't know what that is, it's sang by three of my favourite people in the world from over 25 years ago. And they are simply known as Dave Baddiel, Frank Skinner, and the Lightning Seeds. It's the song of Three Lions. Football's coming home!
Ooh.
My apologies, I've seen to have got one of the songs not loaded yet, so I'm just getting up now, so do bear with me. It's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home. It's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home. It's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home. It's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home. Everyone seems to know the score. They've seen it all before. They just know, they're so sure that England's gonna throw it away, gonna blow it away. But I know they can play, 'cause I remember 3 lines on a shirt. Jules Rimet still gleaming, 30 years of hurt. Back then, never stopped me dreaming. So many jokes, so many sneers, but all those also nears way down through the years. But I still see that tackle by Moore, and when Lineker scored, Bobby bouncing the ball, and Nobby dancing 3 lines on a shirt. Jules Rimet still gleaming, 30 years of hurt. Never stopped me dreaming. John Bolton! We miss you, Gordon! I know that was then, but it could be again. Hopefully. it's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home. We still believe, we still believe. It's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming. Football's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming. Football's coming home. Cheers for heroes wearing reds. No, you won't win, they said, just give up. But instead, we got behind the boys in the team. They were ready to gleam, now they're daring to dream. And we're all singing 3 lines on a shirt. Jules Rimet still gleaming, all these years of hurts never stop us dreaming. Now we believe it's coming home. There's no more need to moan. So we're strong, we have grown. And now I see Kane's onto the ball, Maguire's standing tall, Pickford saving them all, and Southgate screaming 3 lines on a shirt. Jules Rimet still gleaming, all these years of hurts never stop us dreaming. We knew that was then, but it could be again. It's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home. It's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home. Come on, choir, let me hear you sing, come on! Be proud for your country. Come on, Frank. Last time. Once more. The last one. We're still dreaming, but this could be the year. Yeah, take it away. And John Woodson, can you hear me? What's coming? Are you ready with the streamers? I just could feel it. After 25 years since we last played in our home country, we could do it. Could we become European champions? We can relive that moment. We've got the team. Can we do it? Let's hope we can bring it home and become European football champions and champions once again of Europe!
Whoa!
Wow, they were a lot more powerful than I thought. But let's hope we can recreate that. Well, it's all blowing all the way now. Well, there you go, everybody. And with that, oh, well, I haven't even got a watch, but that's full time, and that is the end of my performance, ladies and gentlemen. After all that, thank you very much, everybody. Honestly, I have had so much fun doing this. Honestly, it has been so much fun to do. And well, as I said, I've had so much fun doing this, and I really appreciate you all coming out. And I know that the weather has been a bit unusual. I was a little bit skeptical about performing tonight, but I know it's getting a little bit dark, and I think it might be raining soon. But I'm going to wrap this up very, very quickly. But before I do, I've actually got some very special, of course, I've got something very special to tell you all. Well, Mum actually told you over just a year ago, for some of you that were out here. But unbelievably, of all days, I think some of you obviously came up before I did. Unbelievably, it's my 27th birthday today.
Yay.
And as you know, I weren't expecting to actually perform on my birthday, so this is a little bit special. And but no, I really appreciate you coming out and supporting this. And like I said, I've had a lot of fun doing this. But I think it's not official. You can't celebrate a birthday without singing a particular song. And this time I won't have problems like I did last year. I've got an instrumental for you. And now, of course, I've done all the singing now, but now I want to hear all of your fine voices, and I'd like to all of you to wish me a happy birthday.
Bloody
so
cheek!
Here we go. You might know it. So, are you ready, everyone? Here we go.
Yeah, go on.
Let me hear all your best voices. Here we go.
Okay. Yeah.
Stand nice and proud, Jack. Ready? How about conductor now?
There you go.
Wait for it. Thank you so much.
Hip hip!
That was a surprise.
Hip hip! Hip hip!
And one for luck, hip hip hooray! And one of my wishes also for this birthday, I know you won't see me with my cake sadly because we haven't got it out yet, because we're actually going to do it later on. Unbelievably, I was going to have it when, on the actual time when my mum, Samantha herself, gave actually birth to me over 27 years ago. It was on that, was it at 7:10 p.m, was it? Yeah, 7:10 p.m. and I was born at the, the Rosie Hospital in Cambridge. And look where I am now, 27 years on. 27 years young, even though I've got a beard now. But I've really grown on to it since lockdown. But thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's the most unusual birthday that I think I've ever celebrated. If you thought last year was unusual, this is just as unusual. And to have a few sporting events on at the same time as well, I mean, it's absolutely crazy. But thank you so much, everybody. I mean, and as I said, well, I forgot also to say, have you enjoyed the performance this afternoon? Well, thank you very much. I would like also to give a big hand also to my mum, also my physio, who also bought most of my props as well. Let's go on. Oh, pause. I'll get you back to that sponge, honestly. Well, I'm in the shower anyway, because I'm so hot anyway, so I might need to have a shower soon anyway. And my dad being, of course, on camera. I might need to get a new SD card as well, because it went off earlier. But no, well done, Dad, as always. Of course, and to everyone watching, of course, I hope you enjoyed it. Football's coming home! Come on, England! Let's hope so. Gareth Southgate, the whole of England is with you. Let's hope you bring it home. Bring home this iconic trophy, because we would love it if we win on home soil. But anyway, of course, just to wrap things up quickly, I have now got one final song to play for you all. But also, as well, I've actually got some big news to tell you all. And I actually might need a bit of music to tell you about this, because you may not have seen this coming. So here's some breaking news about me next performance. And the breaking news is that this is actually, unbelievably, just for the moment, since we're coming into the summer, this is actually going to be my last performance, would you believe? I know, but don't worry, guys. The reason why that I am stopping these performances is actually I'm going to be doing an internet series following England all the way through their campaign at the Euro 2020 tournament, and it's going to be called Football's Coming Home Again. If any of you watch videos on YouTube, don't forget to check out, just search up that on the search bar, and you'll be seeing all the upcoming videos. I'll be following the team every step of the way, and also you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is JackpotButtonLewis, and I'd love you to support the the series if you want to come and watch it and just give my opinions on Gareth Southgate's faithful 26 team to hopefully lift, of course, the iconic Henri Delaney Trophy for the UEFA European Championships. But there we go, everybody. Like I said, that is the little quick announcement. But I will be back, depending on how well England do, hopefully going all the way to the final. Fingers crossed. Come on, Gareth. But thank you very much once again for watching. But I'm going to leave you now with one final song, and that is the official song of the tournament, sang by the amazing, of course, duo of U2, Bono and The Edge, and also Swedish electronic musician of Martin Garrix. And this is a song, because this special tournament, celebrating 60 years of the tournament, is all about what is so important about football: unity, respect, and of course, you know, having the fans that are a core part of every single football team, not just at club level but also international level. And it's called We Are the People. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been absolutely incredible, and I hope to see you very, very soon. And I've also just got one more question. Is football coming home this year? Yeah. Well, let's hope so. Fingers crossed. Thank you very much. Have a very good rest of your evening, and of course, well, the afternoon for that matter. And I hope to see you in a few weeks' time. And enjoy, and also happy summer holidays, everybody. Thank you very much, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye-bye for now. Everyone seems to know the score. They've seen it all before. They just know. They're so sure that England is gonna throw it away, gonna blow it away. But I know they can play, 'cause I remember 3 lions on a shirt, Jules Rimet still gleaming. All these years of hurt never stop us dreaming. Tears for heroes dressed in grey. No plans for final days. Stay in bed, drift away. It could have been all songs in the street. It was nearly complete. It was nearly so sweet. And we're all singing. I know that was then, but it could be again. It's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming. Football's coming home.